of animals, but not just the furry ones, the cold-blooded ones as well. I have 3 bearded dragons, a corn snake, and a crested gecko, and this is one of my bearded dragons. This is Stephanie. I know a lot about these animals from owning them, and also I'm a member of the Pacific Northwest Herpetology Society. The Herpetology Society's mission statement is education, conservation, and rescue, and Stephanie is a rescue from the Herpetology Society. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these animals in case you've never seen one in your entire life, and then also how to handle them. So hopefully you'll become a little bit more comfortable if you ever see one or one of your friends has one and maybe you're interested in fostering one. If you'd like, you can get in touch with the Herpetology Society on Facebook, and you can also contact me if you have more questions about these animals. So anyway, they are from Australia, but any bearded dragon you come across is going to be born and raised right here in the United States. They are omnivores, so they eat a large variety of fruits and vegetables, and then also on occasion they get some protein, which would be in the form of insects. Stephanie lives in a 40-gallon terrarium. She has 2 heat sources, a daylight and a nightlight, and that obviously is for heat. They like it between 90 and 100 degrees. And then her substrate is just, it's Carefresh, the stuff that you'd use with hamsters. And the question was posed to me, do they have personalities? And yes, they do. All 3 of mine are a little bit different as far as what their favorite salad items are and how much they like to be held and their different temperaments. As you can see, Stephanie's very, very calm, so she's the best one for the video. So anyway, let me tell you about the 3 steps in holding a bearded dragon. The first step is to observe them, make sure that they are calm and they want to be held. And then what you want to do is support them when you pick them up, and then cradle them so that they don't feel scared and to keep the animal safe. So the first step is to observe the animal, and Stephanie obviously is very calm, and so this would be a good time to pick her up. So you might be asking, what does a not calm bearded dragon look like? And I am going to show you that right now. These bearded dragons have their mouths open, their beards are fully extended and black in color. They're definitely scared or agitated. Not a good time to pick up a bearded dragon. If you're interested in reading more about bearded dragon behavior, you can visit thebeardeddragon.org, and that will tell you more about how they act and more instructions on handling them. So as you can see, Stephanie's calm. Her beard is flat, not black. Her mouth is closed. She seems pretty docile, so I think it's a good time to go ahead and pick her up. The first thing you want to do before you pick up any animal, reptile, is you want to use some hand sanitizer. I already did that, and that's just so that the animal doesn't smell anything on your hands that they might find threatening. Obviously I have a wide variety of animals, so I definitely don't want to hold the snake and then hold the bearded dragon, because the bearded dragon is going to be very scared of the smell of the snake. Okay, so let's get started. So we talked about the first step, which is to observe them. The second step is to support them, and what I like to do is I pick her up here by the base of her tail. Okay, so maybe. I think our camera time is over for the day. So pick them up at the base of the tail, and then what you want to do is slide your hand underneath her like this, and then use your other hand to go under her front part. So what I'm doing here is basically supporting all of her legs and her tail, so she feels safe when I pick her up. And then the next step is to cradle her, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to pull her close to me like this, slide my hand all the way underneath her, so she's supported and she's against my body. Obviously right now I'm sitting down, so it's not as important, but if you're standing up, you definitely want to make sure that she's supported when you're holding her. So anyway, I think her camera time is over for the day. If you're interested in learning more about handling them, some more specific steps, you can visit beardeddragon101.com, and that's going to tell you more about handling instructions. If you're interested in fostering one of these animals, definitely get in contact with me. If you have more questions about them, you're welcome to email me. I can tell you anything you'd like to know. I love them. I can talk about them all day. And whatever you do, whatever pet you choose, please remember to adopt and don't shop. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.